Hello and welcome to the live stream. We should be live. It is raining outside, so I don't know if the stream is going to last. My internet is quite shit, so the rain might affect it. But anyways, we'll see. Welcome to Farming Simulator, Ballycraig Estate. This is going to be a stream series, hopefully. It's going to be a realistic series, so I'm going to be running seasons and all this jazz, and I'm going to try and be realistic as possible. Obviously it's a game, so you can't be 100% realistic, so we'll be kind of semi-realistic or as realistic as possible we can for a game, because it's not real life, so you can't be 100% realistic, so you know what I mean. So we'll just get straight into it. Seasons is running, and I just want to set a few things up. Not that one. Not that, sorry about that, lads. Yeah, sorry about that. We want to change this to Celsius and this to maybe 60s. We can always change it. Yeah, and it's already raining. Great. Welcome to Northern Ireland. Ireland, whatever you want to say. It's technically Northern Ireland, but it's in Ireland, so it's raining. Wonderful start, wonderful. We start off with 25 cows actually, I think. So we probably should assist them. Yeah, we start off with 25 cows. So I think what I'll do is see what vehicles I have. I don't really want that, so I'm going to sell that. I'll keep the front loader, keep the pallet fork just in case, and the wheel spike and that. I'll keep the combine and the trailer, keep that. I don't know about that one. We might upgrade to a bigger one, so we're going to sell that. We'll sell that one as well, and we'll sell that. We'll keep the tedder and the wine drawer for silage. I might get a mod baler, and we need that for water, so we need to get more new vehicles. We might as well sell that as well, because I want to get mods for this series. Since it's near the end of the Farm Simulator 17 era, I just want to go with mods. So we have 223,000 to spend. Obviously this is a small map, so we're going to have to go quite small. I want to get that Fiat Agri 18090. What else do I want to get? I might go for one of these Massey Fergusons. Which one has the most horsepower out of both of them? Well, the three of them actually. That only has 78. That has 90. And this 104. So we might go with the 399 in maybe two-wheel drive, because you're putting on an extra 8,000. It is going to look like a weak tractor in two-wheel drive, but it does have 104 horsepower, so we might have it in two-wheel drive. Forestry, no. So we might buy that. In total that's going to cost us 55,200 euros, but we're going to purchase that. For the silage, to giving it to the cows, I'm going to get the hay bob. Not the hay bob, the bobcat. The hay bob is a wine drawer. The bobcat. That's going to cost us 25,000, and for the manure I'll get this as well. I don't know if the yokes will connect to that, the tractor front loaders. I don't know if the tractor ones buckets will connect to that. Anyways, we might try it. We still have 151,000 to spend. We need to get a baler as well. I need to get a bale trailer, but we might leave that for a while. That needs 90 horsepower. There's a Massey Ferguson baler over here. I want to get that. That only consists of 40, so we'll buy that. We need stuff to bring in the bales, so we'll get this. And we need a wrapper. We'll go for the used one, because it's cheaper. and we'll buy that. We still have a lot of money to spend, so we might go with the Fiat Agri as well. Actually, that could have had way more horsepower. That was 124. What does the Fiat have? I want a tractor that has a load of horsepower to do the cultivating and all that. Engine setup. We'll go with the short. That has 180, so this will be our main working tractor for sowing and all this. So we'll go with the short pre-filter, wheel setup. Probably go with white tires. Design, lifting arms or hydraulic pistons. I'll go with lifting arms and fixed tow bar or a trainer extender. Fixed tow bar. So that's going to cost us €35,300. I think that'll be it for now. Actually, I want to get this field as well because I want to extend the farm. And how much is it? I'll probably put a shed there just to extend it to make more room. It's going to cost us 23,000, so we have it now. And I might plant a shed there. Got an invitation to play Fortnite. Not doing that in the middle of streaming. Anyways, I might plant a shed there. It is a bit uneven. Stop sending me invitations, I'm streaming. A different game, obviously. Here is relatively flat. But actually in my fun Ballycraig estate series, I placed a shed there and it works quite fine. So I might just put it there. Stop sending me invitations, please. Would really appreciate it because it is quite annoying. Stop, please. Thank you. Might go with the small storage shed. Not the mod one, it's the one that's built into the game. This one. I've got to see how much that was going to cost us actually. So let's see it. That gate will always remain open. There's a gap in there, but that's fine. I don't think I could have got it any more back. No. Anyways, have a look at it. This wall is lower than the other wall, but that's no harm. It's a shelter for our vehicles. Yeah, you can see where it's uneven. This side here is taller than this side over here, but that's no harm. At least there's more area to park our equipment, which is fine. So we need to get our wife to drop us back to the shop quickly because we need to get our equipment to feed our cows, so we'll ask her. And she's going to drop us back. We'll probably go with the bobcat first because we need to feed our cows. That's our first job to do, so we'll go with the bobcat. Start engine. We'll hitch up that bucket as well. We're not going to be able to do much jobs, no baling or any of that because of the temp. Maybe we should have had a tractor with a front loader attacher to stack up bales. The hay bob, not the hay bob, I keep saying hay bob. The bobcat might do, but we'll see. I don't think this is road legal, but we don't have a trailer and we don't want to be spending money. I could release a trailer, but I don't really want to do that. Because there's a skid steer, it's kind of hard to drive, but I'd rather do this one outside the cab because it's a bit awkward. So we have to peek around the corner, see if there's any cars coming. Oh, there's about 2 cars coming there, and they always go slow. I could probably overtake them in this. This does 12. I think the cars do what, 15, maybe a bit more. I think they might do 20 actually. Anyways, if we see a car in front of us, we'll try and overtake it because they obviously do go slow. There's a car there. Is there any other car coming? Don't think so. I might just go after that blue car. It's clear, and it's not clear. This is a very busy road. You wouldn't think of it, it actually is. I think after this car we can go. Yeah, we'll just go anyways. This isn't road legal, so I'm going to have to do this quick, lads. We're too good for the law. And no, the cars go way faster, I think, than this. I think they do 20. It's nice and sheltered in here. And we have protection. The vendors. It is a bit awkward to drive this, I won't lie. It is annoying. Is there indicators on it? No. Well, that was a fail. There's no that's why it's not road legal, there's no indicators on it. We're going to have to stick our hand out the window or signal from the back window that we're turning in. Because this isn't road legal. Do 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 do. This is our turn here. We'll have to try and make it. Well, it's easy to make this turn in a bobcat, not a hay bob. Anyways, we're going to have to try and hitch up one of the. We're going to try and hitch up one of the tractor front loader spikes to this, and see will it fit to it. So if I remember correctly, those spikes are in between those fence there. So I'll put the bucket in shelter. I'll put the bucket in here. Now we'll try hitch one of these up. I don't know if it's capable. It might be. No, we do need a tractor with a front loader to do that. Fuck. We'll look at the shop. We'll go to the show me what kind of hitch they have. I don't really want that kind of a spike, that bale fork. I guess we're going to have a tractor with a front loader on it. Maybe I shouldn't have sold one of those tractors that had a front loader on it. Actually, we could put a front loader on the Massey, the two-wheel drive Massey. We'll have to leave that out in the rain. No, we'll put it into shelter actually. We'll just stick it in the shed. Out of the way. So we're going to have to tell our wife to drop us back to the shop again, just to get a tractor and customise it with a front loader. Want to make sure the cows are okay. We still have 25 cows, 78% health, they're all fine. Hopefully none of them die. Yeah, we're going to have to customise this to put a front loader on it. You can simply do that from over here. Look at it though, still looks a bit beastie. Customise and front loader attacher. All we want is the front loader attacher, and we'll go with yes, customise. Okay, so it should have a front loader attacher. Yes, it does. And all we have to do is drive that back to the shop, or the place I should say. They shouldn't be out in the rain, but they'll do for now. They won't rust in day one. They'll be fine. I'm going to try and stay in the cab as much as possible, but when a job like cultivating and maybe harvesting with a combine, it won't be that bad, but mainly for any job I do in Farm Simulator, I go outside the cab so I have a better view, because in real life you will kind of move your body around to adjust. Like in this, you would kind of lean forward to look over the corner, but on Farm Simulator you can only move your head, so I think I'll probably do the most jobs out of the cab, just because I have to, in case I miss anything or fuck anything up. Anyways, we need to go home and feed our cattle before they die. Luckily this tractor is quick, 26 miles per hour. They use miles per hour in Northern Ireland, so that's fine. Actually they use pounds in Northern Ireland. But anyways, it's more nearer to Ireland than England because it's actually attached to Ireland. I should have put my indicator on earlier there instead of talking rubbish. I'm going to leave it on euros because I live in Ireland and I'm used to euros, so we leave it on that. Plus I don't really want it on pounds for my fun maps because they're only fun maps. Now the front loader, if I don't mistake, should be in here. Open our garage door, our workshop, and our front loader is there. Can we lift? Is that our toolbox? I think it is. We'll hop into this tractor and we will try and squeeze in. Okay, we need to try and hitch that up. I have to try and turn around in such a tight place. Cows are lewing, they want their food quickly. I'll give you your food. They need water as well. The water tank and the water tanker is in a very awkward place to get out. Well, not to get out. That might look a bit hideous on it. We probably should go with like the Massey Ferguson loader. I might change it out, but first we need to get our animals fed. Oh, and this is the pallet fork. We leave the pallet fork outside, that's no harm. Just to look at it, does it look a bit weird on it? Snow? There's a blanket, but why is there snow when it's raining? That might be a glitch because if you see where the time is, it says it's raining, not snowing, unless this is frost or something. I don't know. It's definitely snow because it's shielded there. I might get a new front loader for it, but it's fine for now. I have snow tracks on. If it's snow, there should... Sorry about that. Snow tracks on, so I don't think it's snow. I think because it's 0, it could be ice, because there's no snow tracks appearing, and I have snow tracks on. Yeah, I think we'll go with one of the Massey Ferguson small front loaders. More likely the one that came with this. We need to move that out there as well. That bale spike is not belonging to there. Anyways, to feed the cows, we need to feed them quickly. I know I keep checking. I want to make sure we still have the whole 25 cows. And that shouldn't be up, it should be down. I might start off with bales, round bales first, and just store them in here, and then I might do some pit silage. I am planning on doing a multiplayer series with my brother. His YouTube name goes under The Real Farmer, so that's what I'll call him by, in case just want his name spread on the YouTube platform. Anyways, I don't know how many bales this tractor can pick up, so we'll just be realistic and bring one at a time. They probably will take one, not one, they might probably take could be 2 or 4 bales, so we'll do this inside the cab. That was a bit high. I progged that one a bit high. Doesn't matter though, it's fine. At least it's on the spike and it's going to go to the cows and it doesn't fall off, it's fine. Oh, I let go of the button that uses the arm. Take it. What's that on? That's on 4,000. They have silage in here, but I think water is crucial as well for them. I think water is what keeps them alive. Obviously the food helps that, but I think the food is for their health and their reproduction. I think water in Farm Simulator keeps them alive, so we need to give them water as well. We'll give them what we have. We don't have any grass or hay or straw, so we'll just have to give them silage. They'll settle with silage, it'll keep them alive. When we get straw and hay, we'll give it to them, but we don't have that right now at the moment. Yeah, this one is a bit wide for this tractor, so we'll probably go ahead and buy the Massey Ferguson front loader. And we probably will have to go with their attachments as well, which is a pain. Because this front loader this front loader looks a bit too bulky for this tractor. What am I stuck on? The roof. Give it to the bloody cattle. What are they on now? I'll give them one more bale and that should do them. We can't be wasting bales because this is obviously seasons and we can't cut the grass anytime. We have to cut the grass when it's ready to harvest, when it's pretty long. Which there's area that tells you. We need to cultivate this and seed it again. Actually, we didn't buy a sower. That's another thing we're going to have to purchase. I think we have a cultivator and a plough, and they're over in the other farm. That's up further, it's up more the north. Ooh. Then I'm going a bit too vigorous by. We'll go for the outside top bale. It should do, it'll be fine. Oh shit. Ooh. I think they would have fell by now, but it's kind of glitching and it's a game. Next time I won't be going so vigorous, so... Fuck. I'm kind of rushing to get the water done as well, because I don't want to get any cows. I don't think they can die unless you like skip a few hours and skip to the next day. That's when they can die, but I don't think they'll die. And what's that on? That's near enough full. So we'll go and get them their water. Which is just in there, so I'll reverse in. Luckily the water tanker's already in there. The only problem is now getting it out. Around this tight bend. And we want to refill up. That's the water tank. And that's the water tanker. Is it full yet? Actually, I forgot to check, was the sound okay? The sound should be absolutely fine. So now we'll go give them their water and we'll try and get around this bend. So we have to stay up tight, but we have a front loader on, so we have to keep that in mind. got caught on something. Oh, I say keep the front loader in mind that I have it on, and I'd like go ahead and fucking crash. And no, the next one. This is how you get up to the cows. Well, there's another way, but you can't really get in with the tanker. You can go in that way. Oh shit! You can either go through that gate there, or you can go over there. But it's hard to get around those corners with a not a slurry tanker on, a water tanker on. So I go up to this gate up here, and I go into the cows then that way. Come on, they're able to do it. 104 horsepower. I'm sitting on. Does it have a good handbrake? It does. Have to close the gate now, or else they will get out when I'm giving them their water. Move. I have to give you your water. Move. Oh no, why are they all crowding? Ah. I will try and reverse it without running any cow over, and then that cow just walks into the water tanker. They have no respect. They stand behind the danger zone. Are they moving? Yeah, I think he's fine. I'll just skin him. Didn't even hit him. There it is, unload. So their water tank should be going up. It is. They won't take the whole tank. There's only 25 of them. And is it going to go green? Or did the water turn to ice? Could have been. No, the water is absolutely fine. There it is, it's gone green. Now, there's no room for the tanker at the farm. Well, there is plenty of room, but there's no point bringing it up and down. So I'll just leave it here. Hopefully the water doesn't freeze up. If it does, that would be bad for the tanker, but anyways. Just leave it there, it's fine. Just make sure it is. But yeah, it should be fine there. It'll do, it's fine. Now, the cows should be fine, so my next job is to change the front loader and those attachments, which is a pain, I must say. But it's a job that must be done. Well, it doesn't have to be done, but I want it to be done. I hope that you're happy now, cows. You have silage and water, so that should do ye. Fuck. I'll keep that bucket. Those have to go. Car coming. And that's side 3, yes. It should be when this car passes I'll be allowed to go. Yep, we'll go now. And now I'm stuck behind the slow coach. Oh, in real life it's cars overtaking tractors, but in Farm Simulator it's the opposite. Why do you have your indicator on in a roundabout? The shop is up here, so I'll be ready to indicate to show people where I'm going. Because obviously you have to do that. It's the law. Some people don't, but that's how crashes are caused. So let's not do that. That's actually a shortcut back there. There's a back road there. That's a shortcut into our farm. I might actually take that. You don't have to go around and go behind cars, which is handy. So we'll just place it here. I think we get like 20% extra for it if we sell it like this. So how much are we going to get for it? 4,000 for the front loader, and 600 for the bales bike. And them have to go, and that has to go, and we'll get the Massey Ferguson Type 1. Oh, which one? What's the tractor? It's the 399, so what series would that be? It's the 398 to the 399. So it should be 398, 399. So maybe it should be this one. There we go, the Massey Ferguson 398 and 399. So it's the 893, and that shows you which ones the rest are for. So we're going to purchase this one. Angle reference now, we'll just buy that one. That's going to cost us 5,200. We also need to get a spike for it. With spikes or with forks? No, it's spikes. I'm pretty sure it is. Do we need a bucket for it? I don't think we do. The skid steer will be part of the bucket and all that jazz. So now this should suit the tractor more. Yeah, it suits it more. Now, this fork. I think it's this side where you pick it up on. The grooves are there, so it makes sense. It puts it in the most awkwardest spot to pick it up. You couldn't have the pickup face and out that way. I hope this is the bale spike. What's the fork? That must be like a pallet fork or something. Don't really need a pallet fork, do we? Yep. But I think we still have a pallet fork off the black one. Oh no. All we need is the bale spike for the front loader, and that will stack the bales. Oh, and we probably need the other one to stack bales, because I don't want to puncture the bales when they're newly wrapped. So that means we'll probably have to go for We could go for that. Maybe, oh, this one. That one would probably be better. Yeah, this one. We'll go with this. Or roll type bale fork. We'll go with the roll type bale fork. And we could probably try and pick that up on a front loader with this. We could put something down on it. We'll try and bring the two of them home at once. Okay, and we'll go by the back road and we'll probably set a cruise control limit so we don't fuck anything up. Please don't flint it off. Yeah, so we'll set a cruise control to maybe 15 might do. And we'll bring the both of them home at the same time and we'll go by the back road. The back road is just there, there's a turn just over there. Is it clear? Yeah, it's clear. So where was this turn? Is that it there? That's the turn. Please don't fall off. Ah, oh, typical. We'll have to come back for it. Fuck. And that's our farm just there, that's the road. We'll put this in a shed as well, in here. We'll try and squeeze it in front of the yeah, I think I'm going to move that bobcat out of the way. If I hit that, it's a lot of money wasted. And now we're going to have to go back for that bale fork that we dropped. We'll probably go. We could probably quickly go back and get the other ones, the other tractor, the Fiat, and the other ones, and just fill our farm and have that done and over. or over and done with, I should say. Oh, but that was a pity that fell. If it was a bucket, it probably would have stayed in, but I took the risk and I paid for it. Hopefully it's not damaged. Did I pass the turn? Oh no, it's just here. I'll probably pass the bale fork now. Hopefully it's not damaged. There it is. I'm going to have to turn around at the shop to get it. I wish that Follow Me mod was on a PS4 for console. That would be way handy. I'm going to have to turn around in here. While we're here we can see what we have to collect. Okay. I said the Fiat could come back. We'll probably just take the wrapper first and come back for maybe this, and then come back for the baler with the Fiat, which has 180 horsepower, so that's probably going to be our biggest tractor on the farm. We probably will buy one more tractor in this series, but I think the Massey Ferguson and the Fiat should do for now. Anyways, we'll go back and pick up the bale fork. We could pick something else up as well, actually. We could get this on the back of that. Would be quite handy. And then the Fiat only has to do 1 or 2 runs. There we go. And we'll go and collect the bale spec that we dropped, which is a pity, but obviously shit happens. Car coming. After we have to go down by that back road again. We'll probably go down the back road when we're coming for the Fiat. And if I think about it, the back road is quite handy. So we might, anytime we go to the shop, we might go there, because it is quite handy. So it's just somewhere over here, we can't miss it. Okay, that's it there. Anyways, we can't really do much jobs because the ground is wet and there's like, I don't know, snow over it, which just magically appeared. Don't know how, don't tell me, but fuck. How am I going to do this? Let me plan it. I can just comp the front loader down. Oh, it's flipped. Just comp the front loader down and try and turn it around. Then attach it. Should be easy. We'll try that. Ah, fuck. I had it. Could we just push it home? All we have to do is kind of just push it. Can we use our hands to push it back? There we go. Perfect. We got it back. If this was a video, I probably would have edited out that part, but because this is a live stream, unless I set it to private, download the live stream off YouTube and edit it and upload it to the video so no one can see this. But people already know who watched the live stream and they'll probably like spam the comments, so I might as well not. It's too much work as well. Well, not really, but like when you have other shit to be doing, it's too much. I will probably put the bale handler in there as well, in front of the front bale handler. Why it's not working? Oh, I was using the front loader. I want to change tool selection to this. Lower. Just reverse it a bit more. Detach it there, it should be fine. I could probably get away with leaving the tractor in here as well. Oh, will the bobcat fit? We'll put the tractor out in the other shed in case the bobcat doesn't fit. We'll leave the bobcat in here. We'll probably leave the spike on this because we'll probably be needing it for feeding the cows again. Okay, we're going to have to tell the wife to drop us back to the shop to get the Fiat. Hopefully she's not too grumpy. This is her last trip doing it for us. Oh yeah, I put the bobcat back actually. We might just leave it there for now, it's fine. Now, are you ready for the roar of this tractor? Sitting on 180 horsepower. Ooh. Look at the chunky tyres on it. Makes it look like a fucking beast. 180 horsepower and chunky tyres. Jesus Christ, what more do you want? We'll rev the fuck out of the engine now when we're bombing down the road. You can get a right feel of it. I know this live stream is probably just more setting up our farm, buying the vehicles, getting used to them and all this jazz. There won't be much jobs anyways in this first day because the ground is still wet and there's a lot of somehow snow on it even though it's just raining. But yeah, it's Farm Simulator, you can't be 100% realistic. Come on, hurry up, slow coaches. Luckily I thought of that back road, so I don't have to stick behind slow coaches anymore. I think I saw a car coming there, yeah. There's another one coming? Jesus Christ. There's another one. No more, I'm going after this. I don't give a fuck. Oh my god, there's another one coming. Fuck up. No. How close is it? It's far away. Let you hear the roar of it. Driving in bushes. Now this back road and this beast of a tractor doesn't fit. And you probably wouldn't go that fast on that back road, but I wanted to let you hear the actual rev of the tractor, so you know, just being kind. A big treacherous hill going into the farm. I think the wrapper can go out in this newly built shed I built. That can go in the second slot. We'll probably put tractors and vehicles in the first slot. If that ground modification mod was in the console version of Farm Simulator, that'd be epic as well, along with Follow Me. There's so much mods that PC have that console don't have. I hope that in Farm Simulator they'll fix that for us, because that is a big problem for us console Farm Simulator players. I might park up that skid steer very quick before we go back. This skid steer is like so handy to have. Just park it in here, it'll do. The farm is a bit messy for now, but I'll try and tidy it in the near future. The Bobcat 863 Turbo. That noise though. I think the series is going to be good with the map I've chosen, which is a very good map, and the mods, the vehicles, the farm equipment, all that jazz I've picked or bought. I've just over accelerated and the brakes couldn't stop on time. Obviously brakes don't stop yet. When you hit them, it's going to take a while, unless you slam on them, but you put yourself through the windscreen, so you know. You gently, easily put your foot on the brakes and come to a steady halt. That's what you do. We'll probably go a bit slower down this road because we were driving through the ditch half the time. Anyways, you know the rev and the noise of this tractor, so, and you'll be hearing a lot of it in this series, so it's fine. This kind of road we should be looking out for. The other side doesn't matter. Well, maybe it does a little bit because we need a wide turn and circle. Sorry. Sorry about that. Any cars coming? That side is free or clear, so is that side, so we can go slowly. We need to go down this road again. I think that's all the vehicles and stuff we need for now. For doing hay bales, I'll do a square, them in a square. Can't come in there. This could take a few minutes because they're awful slow. We can take those few minutes to appreciate the Massey Ferguson baler. I'm only joking, well, they're both of them, because they're both pretty good mods. It's clear now, we can go. Go on. I've gone out a bit far there from the shade. This is probably the most shittiest reversing you've ever seen. That baler is kind of hard to reverse. It has a mind of its own, that's what it has. How far away is that from the wall? Oh, that is perfect. You're good when you're good. And I am good. And we can park the Fiat up beside the Massey. There we go. One tractor I do want to get on this map is the Massey Ferguson 135 mod. That one there. Oh my god, it looks... Oh, the 4-wheel drive version looks shit. The 240. That's such a good mod, and it's such a good tractor. It's so small, it's class. The 240 in 4-wheel drive doesn't look that bad. Obviously, looks better in 2-wheel drive, in my opinion. The industrial Massey Ferguson's industrial are the yellow ones. But that's one mod I want to get. But if I do get it, I don't know what I'd be using it for, so I don't think there is a point. But anyways, there's no jobs to do because the ground is still wet. There's still snow on it. My Farm Simulator character needs to go eat, so that's what he's going to do. He's going to have his breakfast. And we're going to just speed up the time. While we're doing that, we can see here the cows are okay. We still have 25 of them. Their health is at 74%. They have 306 litres of liquid manure, because that's what Farm Simulator puts their yolk in litres, I don't know why. And in their milk tank they have 1,581 litres, and all that will be sold tonight, but by then there will be a lot more. Their wash and silage is going down quite fast because at the time on fast. That was a lovely bit of lunch for my Farm Simulator guy. The ground is cleared up. There's still that wet symbol. There was a bit of a frame rate drop there. Oh look. Take the bins out. Yeah, around the house there's a bit of a frame rate drop, but anyways, we walk away, there's no point messing about. The ground is dried up now. I think what we could do is cultivate this field very quick. And it should be then ready for planting whatever we decide to plant. I keep pressing the wrong button, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I need to save the game and exit for this to all change. But by the next stream, it will have changed to Celsius. Trust me. None of them can be planted. Grass can be planted, but I don't know. The ground is too cold for any seeds to germinate. So I think what I'll do is I'll cultivate the ground, and it'll be ready for planting. I'm pretty sure we do have a cultivator. One thing we do need is to buy a seeder as well. That needs 90 horsepower. So what tractor could we use? I'll probably use the Fiat, but is there a point of using the Fiat? Because this has 104 horsepower. We could probably look at planters as well. I might use the Fiat actually, there's no harm in using the Fiat. Planters, what will I use? That can only plant them. And that's probably too big for the map. So I have any small mod ones. I do have that, but that kinda is small. That can fertilize as well. What's the working width? It's 4 meters of working width compared to probably the Great Plains is the one we'd be getting, which is 3 meters but has a bigger capacity. And that needs 100 horsepower, so we'd probably have to use the Fiat Agri for that. I don't know why I say Fiat Agri, you can just call it Fiat. That only needs 80. I think I'll go with the Great Plains one. I'm just thinking ahead, because if we buy fields that are further away from the farm, I think there's only 2 fields that are arable and then the rest is grass. Anyways, we'll just buy this one. It's going to cost us 15,000. I know what we'll do. Will we go cultivate first? The cultivator is at a different farm, which is over in that direction over there. So I think what we'll do is we'll hop into the Fiat, go back to the shop, which we've been there a while now. You're probably fed up of that. But we'll go back to the shop, get that, get the cultivator, get the seeder we bought. Put the seeder probably one of these sheds, more likely this one or another one, whatever, and we'll go and get the cultivator. Then in the other farm. Oh fuck. This should be the last time we go to the shop for a while. I say that, but we'll probably be gone to the shop in the next episode, which will be the next live stream. I don't know how long this live stream is going to be. I plan on live streaming a bit of this Farm Simulator for a while, and then jumping on to another game. Could play a bit of spin tires, I don't know. I mightn't even stream after this. I might just like take a break, rest myself, eat. It should be clear after this. We're going to go anyways, because we're rebels like that. There's a car coming there, so we need to turn in here very quick. Oh yeah, how many arable fields are there? Yeah, there's only 2. You can plough up the grass fields and cultivate them and turn them into an arable field, but I don't know if we'll do that. We'll probably leave the map the way it is and leave it with 2 arable fields, and we're going to mainly do silage, because no offense, but harvesting with the combine harvester is kind of a boring job to watch on Farm Simulator. It's probably one of the most boringest jobs to watch. So but there will be an odd harvest season with the combine harvester in field 7, which we own. We own a lot of grass fields actually. We own 6, we own 8, 9 and 10. That's actually not bad. We have a lot of grass fields to get a load of silage and hay out of. And plus 7, we'll probably plant with wheat or barley to get straw for the cattle. We should, yeah, we'll go, it's fine. We need to buy seed for this as well. Unless we can buy a seed refill point. A seed refill point. We'll probably have to buy a power washer at some point when our vehicles get a bit dirty, but that should be fine for now. It's a water tower in case you won't find the actual water point on the map, but I know where it is. A heating plant, don't need any of them. Silos. A hayloft. Is there? I don't think there's a seed refill point. I might have a look after the stream to see if there's any mods on ModHub for a seed refill point, because I don't want to be buying loads of seeds just driving to the shop and stuff. I could get a pickup trailer and a paddle fork and drop them over at the farm, but we'll see. That's something to think about in the future when we actually need to go seeding, which shouldn't be for maybe another episode or two, depending on how the temperatures are going to be. It's currently 6 degrees, 4 degrees ground temperature. I think it needs to be minimum 5 degrees to plant wheat or barley and all them. So yeah. Yeah, this will be one of the last trips to the shop because this road is so busy, it's like so annoying. We're going to pull out now because I'm not waiting any longer. We need to get this job done. We have to go cultivating. I think I'll leave the Massey Ferguson at the 399, mainly for the cows. It might need to be done used for something else, but the Fiat will be our main thing for like the slurrying, the seeding, probably the baling. We could use the Massey Ferguson 399 for the wrapping, so yeah. It'd probably be used for the mowing as well, the Fiat. We might get a slightly bigger tractor for the mowing. I don't know, we'll see that. Obviously that's something to think about for the future as well. For when we are going baling and wrapping and all that jazz. And there's our newly built shed, looking mighty fine. I need to make a thumbnail for this when it goes up as a video as well, actually. Is there any room in that shed for it? No. I'm going to hit the wall, am I? No, I'm not. Okay, we'll put the cedar in the shed, so we might have to get a few more sheds, but I don't think the sheds will be that kind of a shed. Well, it might be, but I'm thinking more around this sized shed. We could plant that kind of shed over here or along the ditch there, but it's not very even. So one of those small sheds, I might plant a few just going along there, and that will give us more space. It's relatively flat here. There's a hill just going down this way into it, so that shouldn't affect that. We might plant a few of those small sheds just going across there if there's no room for any of our equipment, but you see they're okay now. But like moving all of these out of the way just to get the combine out could be a bit annoying and a nuisance, so we'll see. That's yet again another thing to think about in the future. We have a lot of things to be thinking about in the future. Anyways, we have to go off now. Oh yeah, the interior. I forgot to show you the interior. It's a bit plain. You have all your basics though. It's nice interior. Anyways, enough about that. We have to go and get the cultivator so we can start our cultivating. And that's in the other farm, which has the plough and it has another cow shed. Like that one there is our main cow shed. Then we have like a cow shed just over there where the water is, and then we have like a small cow shed down at this farm with the plough, the cultivator. I think that our tipper trailer is over there as well, and we have bags of fertilizer. So we don't really need to buy fertilizer, just need to buy seed for the seeder. We need to buy a fertilizer spreader as well to fertilise any fields. Can those fields be fertilised actually, those grass fields? I think they could. I think they can. I think that's what they are. They can be fertilised. If you're watching this as a video and you know if any of these grass fields, if any of those grass fields or all of them can be fertilised, please comment down below. But if they can't, it's fine. It's fine. But looking at them, they can be fertilised. So we buy a fertiliser spreader or whatever, either a liquid one. But obviously you have to buy a slurry tanker and a manure spreader to spread out the manure and stuff. But we're either going to spread out pellets or liquid. Probably pellets, because in my farm we spread out pellets, not liquid. So I'll probably stick with the pellet. Yeah, they're all in there, so we're going to have to get that now. But just to show you a little tour of the farm, this is just like a little crush. Cows come through here, they get their head jammed in there and they get all dosed and stuff. Is that wood or is it just rusted metal? That's wood. That feet is awful loud, you can hear it very well from over here. Yeah, and there's our tipper trailer. Climb over the fence. What's in there? A load of weeds. Ow, ow. Don't worry, we have trousers on, there's no nettles getting to us, it's fine. And we have Wellingtons on probably. What's in there? Oh, yeah, see, there's the other cow shed. I don't even know why we have it. And that happened because square is for closing it as well. There's some sheds here, they're a bit small. I don't think the bobcat would even fit in these. And we need to hurry up and get this job done. That's some sort of... It's not a slurry pit, it's a stack of slats for a slatted house. And that's just some sort of old vintage medieval house. And there's our trailer, which we'll be needing for when we're going combine harvesting. Anyways, in here. Can we close this one without closing the other one? There's our fertilizer. We have 2, 4, 6 bags of it. There's our plough, which needs to be moved out before we can get into the cultivator, so we'll have to do that now. Because we're spending a lot of time doing something and we have to do a job. This might be a bit tough to get into with the feet, so what I'll do is I'll just back out here and turn into there. And we're not going to go in at an awful angle. Like if we're going to go in from that way, it would be a 45-degree angle. We're not going to be doing that now. Yeah, I knew where we were always going to get stuck. Big chunky tyres on a big chunky tractor and a small little gap. This plough could be a cunt actually. Yeah. Be back in at an angle, don't rip those bags open. lower. Oh no. Fuck. So allow create fields is off now. I might just leave the plough there because it was an awful cunt to get out of that shade. Again, we're going to do the same. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. We're not going to be at this farm. Once in a blue moon is when we're going to be at this farm. We'll be at the main farm. The majority of the times. Otherwise we'll be in the shop. Because that's where we always are. Big chunky tractor, small gap. Not enough room. And now, the cultivator. That's what we have to bring home with us. Cultivator shouldn't be that hard to get out. Now we need to close this door. When the door hits the metal, noise came before it hit the metal, so that's not synced. We can probably go now. We need to go out wide to get that turn. Holy shit. Pressed the wrong button to brake, but that's no harm. It's clear, should be clear. It is clear, not should be. I can see it's fucking clear. Anyways, now we can go cultivating. Coming in here with a combine harvester is probably going to be annoying. We'll have to do a few headlands. Take some headlands off. We'll have to go through the ditch as well to cultivate the field. I might take a few headlands off cultivating because I don't really want to be going through the ditch. It's not very realistic. Just do a few headlands so we have plenty of room to turn around. We'll probably take off one or two more, so that'd be 2 or 3 headlands. So we'll see what will be enough. Yeah, I'll probably take off 2 more. Yeah? Not yet. Sorry for the headphone users. That might have been a bit sore on the old ears, but you know, sorry about that. Anyways, I think what I'll do is I'll just do this cultivating and then I'll end the stream. Then I might do another stream after a while. I need to go and eat after this. Actually, what time is that? It is nearly 3 o'clock as I'm streaming this. Okay, yep. Just finish off this field. I cultivated this field once. It probably took me about 10 minutes to do it, to all of it. So not that long. Anyways, all the fields in this is quite small, so and we could probably get a bigger cultivator than this. This one is probably just a bit too small. It's the same width as the field itself, so that kind of is small. Just under curiosity, is there a bigger cultivator we could use? We're using that one. What's the working width of that? 3 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters, and that needs 160. I'm currently sitting on 180, so 20 horsepower difference. I know we might keep this one for a while. We'll only be using it for this field. And if we decide to buy field 11, which I don't think I will. Yeah, we'll do one more headland after this and we'll just start going up and down. We could use a worker to do it, but I'd rather do it myself to do a better job at it. And I don't have any other jobs to do while a worker is doing it, so I'd only use a worker if I really need a worker, if I had no jobs to do. If I had jobs to do while I was doing some other job, I'd get a worker to do it for me. But I have no other jobs to do, so I'll just do this by myself. So one more headland and we'll just start going up and down. And that should be plenty. Actually, I could close that gate, that'll give us extra room. Where's the closing point of it? Probably the other side. In my fun play, Ballycraig estate, I just play for fun when I have my free time. I did a straight line across here. It was a few meters out. I did a straight line across and I planted it with grass, so I'd like loads of room to come by or turn with the combine harvester, making the field this. I keep pressing the wrong buttons for braking. I'm going forward, I just press forward again to brake, but I just go even faster. That means that the wheat then, or the crop in the field, it'll be a bit short, so I won't do that on this map. I'll just probably do the headlands first when I'm harvesting, because it'll be a bit easier. Anyways, after I do one more run of this, there should be plenty of room to turn around and go up and down. It's not a big field, but it's big enough for us. The map itself isn't big actually. This tractor already has 0.5 hours to it. It's halfway there to an hour, which is hard to believe, but we have been using it a lot, going to the shop mostly, but you know. We can start going up and down now. As you can see, Again, I did the same fucking thing again. It's just so fucking frustrating. Anytime I'm reversing, I press reverse again to stop the tractor, but I have to press the forward button on the remote to stop it. Then let go and press it again to go forward. Going around, doing those loops are probably faster, because I have to turn around, which is probably going to take a few seconds off, make the job a bit slower. But anyways, we'll see. It won't take that long. The field is nearly done anyways. Actually, I forgot to check, do I have any mod cultivators that could be just a bit bigger than that. That one's 5 meters, only needs 88 horsepower. It is 5 meters, and this one is what? The one I'm using is 3 meters. So actually, I might purchase that. I'll do that now actually. And then when I'm done cultivating this field, I'll just sell this one. There's no point, you know. But then I am racking up hours on this. So technically now it's a used equipment, so it's not going to cost as much. Do I really need a header trailer? This is the only field I'm going to be harvesting, and it's next to my farm, so I'll probably sell that as well, because that's just getting in the way. That's an extra €4,500. Anyways, when I've done this field, I'll sell this cultivator, and I will, I don't know, end the stream. That's what I'll do. It's not I don't know, I will end the stream. Field is almost done anyway, there's no harm. Another thing I did in my Ballycraig estate fun map was, because there's like angles going in this field and you have to be turning a bit, I just cultivated out the angles and curves, so then it was just like a straight line, which was kind of easier as well. I could just start now here at that corner and go straight up and leave a little rectangle there and cultivate that in, but I don't know if I will. And then I could do the same the opposite side. But I don't think I'll do that. We're almost done the field, so it's no harm. That shadow was cool. They're improving the 10 for Farm Simulator 19, the sky, because on seasons when it's going to rain, it just stays like this for a while, and then out of a sudden, you know, it doesn't change over time. It just suddenly changes to a black cloud and starts raining. But with the new Farm Simulator 10, when you're running seasons, if that's going to be the main thing in Farm Simulator, not a mod, you can see the black clouds coming in over the sky, just like real life. So that's going to be a big improvement in Farm Simulator 19, which I'm looking forward for. And they are introducing John Deere's into Farm Simulator 19, which I'm not a big fan of John Deere's, but they are a good tractor actually. I just don't like them. I rather Massey Ferguson's, Cases. My favourite tractor of all time is an International Harvester, which I don't know why anyone doesn't have a mod made for it yet on Farm Simulator. Because they are good tractors actually. I have one, and it was made in 1978. Internationals are American tractors, so they were made in America and shipped over to other countries and sold worldwide. But we were lucky to have one. My granddad bought it a while back actually. I don't know, it was either in the 1980s or the 1990s, but it was kind of newish. Well, probably the 1990s, because before a few years ago it was kind of old and rugged and those are rusty patches and the colour on it was fading away, so we're doing it up. There's going to be a before and after video on my main YouTube channel soon when we do it up fully. There's new decals on it, we have new lights on it. We just need to get the knobs for it, for the gears and PTO and all that. So when all that is done, I'll be doing a before and after video of it. But it's actually looking very nice, and my granddad said that it's better, and I did the same fucking thing again. It's better than see, I'm not concentrating, I'm just talking, so anytime I play Farm Simulator I kind of know what buttons to press, but I'm not really thinking about what buttons to press. I'm trying to think of the story. But my granddad, when he had a look at the new paint job and the new decals and the new lights, he said that it's in better shape than it was when he first got it. So it was probably a few years old when he got it, which is actually quite nice now. People who follow me on Snapchat, my friends mostly, if you're watching this as a video, you know what it looks like. Back when I took the picture and put it up on Snapchat, there was no windows in it, but we have the front windows in it. We don't have the doors, we don't have the windows for the doors on yet, but the front windows are on. Windows are such a pain to put on, but there are mechanisms out there to put windows on, but all we were using was a screwdriver while putting the rubber in and the beadings. Then my uncle came and he brought some of these plastic tins which were for something, I forgot what he said, but we used them to put in the window and they actually worked. They're actually quite good. Still took a long time to put the window in, because putting windows in without like any like machines is time consuming. Took us a whole day to put one small window in and the front window in. We put one of them windows in for one day, and we put the rubber was kind of fucked up. So then we did the other side of it, these bottom ones, and then we did that one all in one day. So yeah, a before and after video of that will be coming up, so you can actually really appreciate the job that we did on it. Yeah, cultivating really makes your tractor so dirty, along with seeding, so we do need to buy a power washer. We'll probably purchase one of them either in this episode, near the end, or in the next episode, or in future episodes, I'm not sure yet. But we do need to sell this cultivator after we use it, because we don't care about using it and selling it for less money. It's just, I didn't think of that, but anyways. Finally, this field is nearly done. And my thing is going off, my phone. Yeah, it'd be better to use that Massey Ferguson cultivator, which is an extra metre, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is. It'll really get the job done way quicker. It'll probably knock off 2 or 3 minutes of the job when we're using this. I just want to change something here. I want that off. Maybe that's why I was getting a bit frustrated, or maybe I was pressing the right buttons, but because I have that off on the rest of my maps, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I do, is it's handy, because I was holding it, so probably because I was holding it I was making it go and crash into stuff. Maybe that's why I was getting a bit all angry over something so fucking simple as shoot up. Now I'm thinking it's on and I keep holding and thinking it's going to go forward. It says you get used to something very quick. Something very simple, very quick. I'll get used to this as well. I'm pretty sure I have it on my other maps. Not 100% sure. See, I'm doing it now, thinking that it's on. I don't know what I'd rather, it on or off. I let go of that one, so that should have moved. Lift and back up. Just that little patch to do and we're finally done. But this tractor is actually a good mod. It's decent. Every mod I use is quite good. I missed a few patches, but I don't think they're that bad. They're only small patches. That won't make any harm to our harvesting season when it arrives. That will probably be in the autumn time. Depends when we plant it. And just this little patch and we're done. Here we go. I think I closed that gate actually. I did, yeah. There it is, it's open. Oh yeah, we're selling this actually. So we'll park the Fiat up and we'll just sell that very quickly. I could actually run back very quickly to get the other one. We'll sell that cultivator so very quick. How much are we going to get for it? 8,800. That's not bad. Now we'll run back very quickly to get the Massey Ferguson one. Seems clear that side, and seems clear that side, so we'll just go. See a car coming around the corner. Can we make a turn before he comes? Or she? Yes, we can. This road is very narrow. It's not even a road because there's no tarmac on it. It's more like a path. It's just muck and grass going in the middle of it. I braked too late there. Is it the other side or is it this side? No, it's this side. Now we can appreciate it. See? It's wider than the tractor itself. We probably have to go on the road with this. Because it will be eaten through the bushes. And we can go a bit faster on the road because we have no more room. So yeah, we'll just go on the road very quickly. I don't think we'll be stuck behind too much cars. It is evening in game. And this cultivator might be a bit wide for the map. It's a bit wide for the road. Can you fold it up? Fold, there we go. Oh, maybe it's not too wide for the map then. After all, if you can fold it up, it's not wide. I'll have to indicate that I'm going to turn now. Hopefully they are. Yeah, they are. Need to make sure I get this turn. And turn off my indicator, make sure it's off. Yes, it's off. And we can park this cultivator in this shed. Is there room? I might actually buy those little shed shacks just for there. Because there is limit room. I don't know how much I'll buy, I'll probably just buy 2 or 3, depends. Placeables, we want this one. Turn them around, which way do you turn them around by? This way. straight. There. Plant the other one. Plant it near enough up. Yeah, they're a bit unneat, but it's just more shelter for more stuff. It's mainly because the ground is uneven, so we could probably get away with selling this one, but anyways, we'll see. I could put the cultivator on front of them, but then I just have to be moving it out. See, I could put it on front of the cultivator, but I'd have to move it out. I could put it on front of the baler, but I'm just going to have to move it out again. It's just kind of just slobbering, so I think I'm better off with just putting up extra 3 small sheds, because that's all they are, they're just small. That's all the buildings we're going to build. Anything else we'll probably just sell it, maybe modify it, but they're all the buildings we're getting. We're not getting any more than this. This should be plenty for us. I'm getting used to it now, bye. Now we'll park this tractor up, see if everything is okay, check on the animals, and we'll probably end the stream. Yeah, I think everything seems to be okay. Those new sheds seem to, I won't argue, they are wonky, they are kind of annoying. I would rather if they were kind of touching each other even, same size, but it's okay. They're kind of like stairs, it's not that bad. It's not for looks and designs, it's not supposed to be pretty, it's supposed to store our equipment, so you know, we could probably store maybe 2 machines kind of the same size-ish as this, because this could be pushed over, but there's plenty of room in these 2. We could probably get away with selling this one, because there is a big gap between that one and this one. There's not much between that one and that one, but there's huge, and you can actually see it. So I know we might see in the near future we might sell this one, because with that shed we have the workshop, we have this huge shed there that can store probably more, but I don't want to be storing vehicles in front of. I don't mind storing vehicles in front of the vehicles because we can just easily move them, but getting a tractor, hitching onto something, moving that out, unhitching it, then going in to get something else, that is what is a nuisance. So yeah, we might sell that one in the future, but we'll see. The Bobcat is fine. I think we have everything we need so far. Is there lights on in here? We don't need the lights on. Yeah, thought so. The cows should be okay. They should be fine. They need a bit of cleaning up. I might actually do that very quick with the Bobcat. And that will be our last job. Just see how they are. Yeah, they're fine. Should be fine. We'll leave the bucket on the Bobcat since it's not going to be hitched on to anything else. So, oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. That hedger could be reversing a bit more. This thing does take time to get used to, but you know, it's fine. It's a good mod. It's a good vehicle. I think this bucket has a big capacity as well. Oh, this bucket has a massive capacity, so there's silage that side and grass this side. I don't know, but the silage kind of splits it between silage and grass. I spilt a bit. Holy shit. Okay, I shouldn't have tried that. Anyways, we'll just pick that small bit up. There's no point having it cleared and then having a tiny bit on the ground. Well, depends, but fuck's sake, I keep crashing this. Getting so frustrating. Luckily I am ending the stream soon, so I can just breathe. Take a chill pill. Jesus Christ, when I start crashing and shit like that, I just get so fucking angry and pissed off. Fuck's sake. Okay, that's done. Might just leave that small, but I think that's they just messed that bit out. This map, I seen a big YouTuber called Dagwin. I watch him. Every time he cleaned that, 5 seconds later there was a big pile of grass on it. So I think that might be a little bit of a bug, or maybe the cows on this map are just awful messy and just filling out their food all the time. But anyways, I could scoop that up again, and there'd be more grass on the ground, so there's really no point. I could get away with leaving this in the workshop, but there should be plenty of room in here for it. Anyways, the cows I think are okay. They're lacking a bit of grass, but that's fine. Anyways, that is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching this as a video, don't forget to like it, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I look forward to doing more exciting stuff on this series. Yes. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one soon. I don't know when the next one will be, but you're just going to have to subscribe. But see ya. Good luck. Take care.